Bell's Rock in our third set.
Oh, Taco's going invis there, but the weakened warrior of Tensai immediately gave his position away. Now a pinch between Miguel and himself as STMN are forced to dance away, but it's pushing everyone back. Pain now marked up on the right-hand side also. Can't push into this. Milkberry is low, coming back. And these kills from Jaeyong will be instrumental at keeping CR in the mix.
And we talked about it, right? Moya does have a painful matchup. Tensai and Milkrio can both assist in different lane assignments to make sure this RT still has staying power. However, the damage Moya took does mean an STMN have a chance to step forward. But they're pulling back here. Maybe fearful of Milkrio's super or an all-in from Tensai. They're going to retreat back across the map and hope to bait Crazy Raccoon too far forward into this Kaze.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Pain didn't take the opportunity to break, but obviously wants to maintain it for all the later rounds. The gas coming in now, but this pinch is a strong one. Milkrio finds the splash. Tacos is going to be able to trickle down as well. And that is going to be a very fast first round for Crazy Raccoon.
If STMN don't find an advantage with their team comp early in the round, they are going to be shut out of the game. They cannot afford to have their backs to the gas as it comes in. Pain needs to get tapping. Tacos needs to find a way to threaten something. And Juan Carlos here, as another very long-range sharpshooter, needs to consecutively chain these shots together.
One not finding anything of the helping hand of those poisoned arrows. Now finds Tensai, but he has got the heal to hand still regardless. Moya finds Tacos in the middle as well, marked him up. Pain's really struggling to find much with this Piper on the right-hand side lane as well, as Moya is landing a lot of these shots. Tacos going aggressive, not going to be able to get anything for it. It feels like, to me, the STMN is waiting for the gas, and it didn't work last time. Why would it work this time?
Well, Milkrio's winning his lane assignment. That's half the problem. Juan Carlos had to play towards the back of the map, but he's eventually going to have no choice but to step up. Moya can drop legs at this point. He forces out that Piper super now, but might pay for it with his life. Tacos goes in, and a 1-for-1 is enough when STMN are already advantaged. Tensai simply does not have the damage to win the round from here. Juan Carlos with a hypercharged super doesn't want to be forced to make use of it. He'll simply step around the corner and finish off the Jaeyong.
Yeah, Tensai not going to utilize that weakened warrior there. It might have been a slight moment of an attempt, let's say, but I think White's not go for it. It keeps it in the back pocket for now. The Pain down to 180 HP. The missed gadgets as Moya dodges. Wild knows it's time for the hypercharge. He does find Tensai, who's got the heals to be able to counteract it. But CR are floundering there, pushed back as STMN bring back some fights.
STMN are playing though like they're under pressure to make use of those hypers that they just popped, and they've gotten nothing off of that in exchange. A bit of map control, yes, but Crazy Raccoon are able to step back in and continue to play their game. Moya has a super. Tensai has obviously the ability to rotate here and get that healing on Moya if it's needed. And Milkrio can simply dump his super on a low health target towards the end of the round. STMN started strong, but really need to land the planes here. It's getting dangerous.
Some great accuracy from Crazy Raccoon, keeping the pressure on. And now speed for Tensai will helping hand maneuver forwards. Hypercharge for Moya. He buys one, he buys two. And Pain has got nothing to do except jump straight into the gas. Crazy Raccoon will get the game. Moving on then to match point.
And there's that signature inevitability we always see from this team. They really gracefully navigate the early stages of the round. They see a hypercharge from the Kaze, from the Piper, and they simply back up, play safe, heal up, and get back into the game. It's bread and butter. Simple stuff for Crazy Raccoon. Just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy, but they make it look that way.
Oh, massive value from Tensai on that weakened warrior. Trends to one, and Tacos now the pinch from Juan Carlos coming from behind with the help of Moya. They get the kill. It's 3 versus 2 now, and Crazy Raccoon can just sit back, but they're not done yet. They're continuing the advance, and it feels like STMN may have met their match. Have they got anything left in the tank?
Seeing Tensai walk down the map should tell you everything you need to know about the balance of power in this set. Last chance here for STMN, and so far they've come up with very little. Tacos beats a weekend warrior for Tensai, and Pain is very low. Milkrio here tries to stave off the Kaze, but STMN are scrambling for answers.
One's starting to tap though, just a little bit. The pressure is certainly mounting. No one can realistically go down on the side of STMN. Pain still holding on to these wall breaks. There might be time to open up the map just a little bit, but look at this. CR can smell it, pushing STMN into that trap. That left-hand side pocket is where they're grouping, but now getting back into the map, which I think is wise. A nice master clutch gadget there, connecting with Moya. CR now looking a little bit like they might have to be playing this slower and more cautiously.
Yeah, they're happy to respect this though. One Carlos throws the super down. Tensai eats a shot, but instead will just have to play patient after the fact. Here's Tarkos. It's a 1-for-1. Milkrio's got to make use of that super. Hypercharge now in play for Tensai. Moya, though, a little bit low. The gas is creeping in, but these sharpshooters can get some value here as it closes on in. Moya on his own. Tensai now overwhelmed, and STMN refuse to bow.
It's a must-win round for STMN. They're not out yet. They can survive on. Payne has got hypercharge as well. Get a big break, but don't break those bushes. You need them. Juan Carlos is low. He's forced to put the hypercharge. Tekos comes back. CR with a very good starting hand. What can Payne do except break? Go for the break now, I feel. Just give yourself some space to maneuver because CR are using it against them.
Thinking about it, he was. I think he's concerned about a walk-up from Tensai like we saw earlier. Would love a little bit more breathing room there, but he's playing next to those unbreakable boxes. Tensai a little bit low, taking incidental damage here and there. Hypercharge super comes in. The taps on Juan Carlos are going to force him out of the map. This could be it. Tarkos here trying to fight in the middle. Juan Carlos wants to return, but Tensai's having none of it. Weekend Warrior popped. Juan Carlos going low. One more shot from Moya would do the job. He's desperately trying to get back into the map, but he can't heal because he's still firing those shots. Juan Carlos still 3, 5, 6, and 0 now. Death, taxes, and Crazy Raccoon in the top 4. The sacred timeline is preserved.
The run of one of the biggest underdogs in Brawl Esports history has come to an end. NA's final hope has fallen. But boy, oh boy, did they give us a good show along the way. STMN can absolutely hold their heads high. They blew our expectations out of the water